Now this fits the bill. We established a timeline and process for detailed Finance and Administration Advisory Committee agenda development. As we discussed earlier, 24 hours prior to the scheduled meetings, a liaison from each of the advisory committees will be responsible to connecting with their liaison from the Finance and Administration Advisory Committee. And to repeat who those liaisons are, on the Outreach Advisory Committee, Commissioner Aguirre will be liaisoning with myself, Commissioner Galambos-Malloy. On Public Information, Commissioner Dye and Commissioner Dye. On the Legal Advisory Committee, Commissioner Filkins-Weber and Commissioner Dye. And on the Technical Advisory Committee, Commissioner DiGiulio and Commissioner Yao. In regard to staffing and administration, we directed staff to create a CRC staff flowchart, which will clarify division of responsibilities amongst our staff that we've hired on. And we also amended our existing staff salary schedules to reflect the changes to the budget officer position. In regard to the outreach planning, the milestones were that we agreed on a 9-region outreach approach across 3 phases. Phase 1 is before the census data is released. Phase 2 is as the maps are being drawn using census data and initial public input. And Phase 3, once the maps are completed. We also directed staff to establish a short-term interagency contract with the Center for Collaborative Policy at California State University, Sacramento, for provision of civic engagement activities to support the CRC's first statewide input hearing, which will happen on February 26, 2011 in Sacramento, 2 weeks from today. We approved a sole source contract with Q2 Data Research to provide Phase 1 educational meetings and community workshops based on the 9-region approach, in addition to collaborating with CCP on design for that first statewide input hearing on February 26 only. We furthermore directed staff to draft an RFP to solicit contractors to provide Phase 2 and Phase 3 input hearings support based on this 9-region approach. Under our legal milestones, we directed legal counsel to prepare a draft conflict of interest / personal disclosure statement for review by the legal subcommittee and eventual adoption by the full commission. We directed staff to provide options and timeline for commissioners completing required state trainings, which include ethics and sexual harassment, by the late February commission meeting. On the community